Are you magnesium deficient? Are you looking at me? I don't know. Really though, I don't know. But what I do know is that everybody on the internet is trying to convince you that you are magnesium deficient, so you'll buy their supplements. But I tell you some things about magnesium that I do know. What does magnesium do in your body? Well, a lot of stuff that's very important. It's a cofactor for a bajillion enzymes in your body, which means magnesium is needed for these enzymes to function. It also aids in energy production, protein synthesis, the regulation of your blood pressure, your blood sugar, muscle, nerve function, immune function, and it also regulates levels of other nutrients. So how much magnesium do you need? You can pause to read. So back to our initial question, are people getting enough magnesium? I still don't know. This document discussing hypomagnesemia estimated that anywhere from 2 to 15% of the population was deficient. Another source I saw said up to 40% was deficient. Another statistic I saw said about 60% of the American population doesn't meet the daily ADI for magnesium from their diet. Estimating deficiency levels accurately can be kind of difficult because someone can present with normal serum levels of magnesium but still be deficient. There are things that can cause a primary magnesium deficiency, so basically causing a person to consume less magnesium. And this can be found in eating disorders, patients who are on TBN, advanced stage cancer, GI conditions, if someone has IBS, Crohn's, colitis, if someone is currently doing a low FODMAP diet or just getting off of a low FODMAP diet, type 2 diabetics, if someone has kidney problems, long-term alcohol abuse, and the elderly. Studies have shown that postmenopausal women who have osteoporosis often have low magnesium levels. There are also things that can cause secondary hypomagnesemia, so basically the magnesium being depleted due to another condition, like celiac disease, pancreatitis, acute or chronic diarrhea, bypass surgery, some genetic disorders, and medications. The list of medications that can deplete magnesium and the list that supplements interact with is huge. For example, if someone is on a diuretic or something to treat reflux for a long period of time, this can cause decreased magnesium levels in the body. A quick note on what deficiency symptoms look like. You can pause to read: nausea, vomiting, migraines, muscle contraction, heavy fatigue, inability to be active, etc. And remember that magnesium is a water-soluble vitamin, so it is not stored. So before you go ham on the supplements, talk to your doctor about what medications you are taking and pause to read to take a peek for the upper limit for supplementation. And here's a list of some magnesium-containing foods. Remember, you're aiming around 300 to 400 milligrams per day. And hitting that just from food could potentially be pretty tough depending on what your diet looks like. If you're feeling like your diet doesn't really contain any of these foods, you may pick one or two off the list and try to add a little bit of them in. So are you deficient? I still don't know. Should you take a supplement? I don't know that either, but we'll talk about that next. Okay, bye.